Welcome all my wonderful friends. Typically I'd introduce myself as Zarafang, because that's what, this channel is called, but that's just my stage name. And today I'm not performing, so um, I'm just gonna say hi, my name is Aslan, and well, today I just wanted to talk. And I also have a game that I'm gonna be playing in the background, because just a little bit of B-roll while I'm playing. I felt compelled to play Metroid Prime because I need to finish that before Metroid Prime 4 comes out, and I have a long ways to go. But anyways, I don't know. I just wanted to. I wasn't able to make a full-on video this week. This is sort of what I kind of ended up deciding on doing. In the meanwhile, why I'm talking, why I decided to talk today. Well, lots been going on. I've been dealing with some guilt when it comes to not getting stuff done that I feel like I should be. And I feel like we all tend to suffer from that from time to time. But what I've come to know this week, that we all need to take some time for ourselves. We don't need to be on, grind mode all the time. So it was kind of a questionable choice to pick this game, because this game requires quite a bit of thinking and navigation requires a lot of my brain power, considering I'm not good at it. Well, that's a problem. It's been so long since I've played, I legit don't know even where I'm supposed to go. Well, I guess we'll just play until we figure stuff out. I'm pretty sure the game eventually throws some map stuff at me anyway. It's I'll get a random transmission here and there. But the theme of this video is finding your pocket of peace, because I'm gonna be real, things are crazy dark right now, and I've been beating myself up for whatever reason. I'm feeling guilty for finding time and pleasure in the simple things that I like to do throughout the my normal daily routine, because all this crazy crap's going on in the world, and well, it's hard not to get caught up in the ridiculousness, and you start to, I guess the word I keep coming back to is guilty. I feel guilt for trying to ignore all that stuff, and trying to find fun throughout the day regardless. And I think that's part of why I find it hard to record sometimes, is because like I said, all this stuff's going on, and I'm just I'm Mr. YouTube guy, everything's all happy and stuff, and it's not like I'm trying to put up a front or anything. I'm not trying to fake happiness. I'm actually genuinely happy when it comes to my recordings. That's where the the guilty consciousness comes from. Why should I be happy? But in reality, we should be it's about to tell me where to go next. But in reality, you should finding stuff in your day-to-day life that does make you happy, in spite of the stuff that's going on. That's the stuff that we should be doing regardless. But no, trying to find our pockets of peace in these trying and horrifying times is essential. And I mean, we shouldn't feign ignorance, of course. We shouldn't just shut out the world and put our head in the metaphorical sand. But you stay informed, you do what you can, and then find anything that makes you happy. I mean, the world isn't going to, it's not going to be fixed if we're too busy beating ourselves up for not doing something about it. Surprisingly, finding our happiness and peace. I mean, I sound like a real hippie right now. Holy crap. I'm sorry, I'm spiritual. This part is coming out. This side of me is coming out, so it is what it is. Call me a hippie if you want. But finding peace and happiness in our day-to-day lives. Alright, this guy wants to kiss me. Is this guy bigger than normal? Who is this? Whose mans is this? Whose mans is this? Bruh. Okay, can I do anything to you? Ow. This guy's a real punk. I don't think I can do anything to this guy. Ow. Okay, but he can surely do a lot to me. As I was saying, finding peace and happiness, and I mean, this just kind of goes along with my spiritual beliefs, staying in the high vibrations. I mean, it's going to overall enlighten others around us as well, and you know, cause a energetic domino effect, and you know, things get better that way in their own magical, crazy way, crazy, unexpected, unexplainable ways. Can you stop shaking the floor? You're a real son of a... Oh my god, I actually got him. Thank god. Jesus. And I got nothing from it. Or actually, I did get a little something, but not enough. Did not get enough. Anyways, but just a little check-in. Leave a comment if you've been feeling pretty similar, you know, spiritualistically. Everyone in that kind of community has picked up on the fact that we're kind of going through a void of some sort, and I'm definitely feeling it. I'm definitely feeling the void. There'll be moments where I feel, you know, like surges of creativity while I'm at work, and then I come home and then all of a sudden I don't know what to do with myself anymore. I mean, and I'm someone who used to get like stuck, you know, doom scrolling and stuff. I'm not even doing that anymore. I'm just kind of like sitting around, you know, not knowing what to do with myself, and it's disheartening. Let me know if you guys are feeling the same way. I mean, like, legit, like, you need to like info dump. Let us know what's going on, because I need to know that I'm not alone in this. I mean, I know I'm not, but I'd like to know. No, I don't want to deal with these guys. Ah, spook, 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 spook. These guys are such xenomorph wannabes. I was able to hit them a second ago. What changed? I was doing damage. What changed? Do I need to use the power beam? Hitting them in the back. Yeah, I kept trying to do that. It wasn't working. Oh yeah, locking on works. Strafing works. Oh my god, I forgot how to play the game. It's been like a little over 2 years since I last played. I feel like, no, it had to have been like less than 2 years. Just like 1 year. But yeah, just been kind of going through a bit of a void, and a creative one at that, and that really sucks because I'm a pretty creative person, and you know, creative projects are kind of where my soul resides. If I'm not doing something creative or something, I don't feel fulfilled. Obviously, you know, throughout your days, don't neglect your everyday responsibilities, but also don't neglect yourself. I could say I've been pretty bad about this myself lately this week, is that I've been putting my responsibilities way above, you know, the things that I want. Holy, what are you doing? Like, I've been just like way distracted doing like chores and self-care and meditation to some degree. I've been so like distracted in like, I don't know, self-care and all my other stuff, and not been allowing myself the actual proper free time that I actually need. Even though you don't consider it like productive or whatever, finding whatever makes you happy in you know, these moments is more important. If it makes you happy, it's not a waste of time. If you can't get anything out of this video, get that. Whatever brings you joy is not a waste of time. I know a lot of people consider video games a waste of time. I will fight to the ends of the earth to say otherwise. Obviously, you know how I feel about that. We're literally playing a game right now. Now, if all you play is Fortnite and you're just like a piece of crap who ignores your family, yeah, then that's a problem, but won't argue that. Wasn't I just here? I was. Told you my navigation skills are trash. I really didn't know what I was going to be talking about in this video too much. Hope I'm not coming off as rambling about nonsense. A lot of people definitely are going to think that, for sure. But right now, talking with you guys while playing Metroid, that's my pocket of peace right now. And, you know, it's kind of like killing two birds with one stone. I wasn't able to get a video out this week, and so I decided to record something simple and easy. And I'm getting shot. I decided to pick such a stressful game. Very stressful game. I'm burning alive. I'm burning alive. Okay. That is not the shoot button. Where at? Where are we at? Also, if you're a long-time watcher of me, I did get some new headphones. I think they look pretty cool. I've been using them every day for everything, and I found a way to actually fix my Bluetooth on my PC. So ever since I got my PC, Bluetooth has not been working at all. So I had to use a corded headset, and I don't know, these ones just feel so nice and comfy, and to the point where like I forget that they're on, and I can actually hear myself. It's, you know, like they're you know, what are open air, yeah, open air earbuds, so you can like hear stuff while listening to stuff. So it's like anti sound canceling, and for some reason I actually kind of like that. I can actually hear myself while I record. That, and they look pretty snazzy. This might be how I record going forward. Do I really have to fight you guys? We all get way too caught up in the negative in our lives. Notice that everyone feels like they're on edge lately. It's now October now. Anyone got any cool Halloween costume ideas? I have no idea what I'm gonna be. The character I really wanted to be was Gustav from Expedition 33, but getting the costume for that is like $700 on Etsy, and probably is not my size, so yeah, that's a no-go. Yeah, I have no idea who I'm gonna be. Thinking about rehashing my Cloud outfit, but I don't know. Literally was Cloud last year, so I feel like that would be something I might do later. I don't know, later in a few years or something like that. I don't know. But speaking of Halloween, I do have a spooky game I have in mind for recording. I might have to come back to Tormenture at some point. That haunted Atari game that I abandoned after 2 episodes. Oh man, yeah, I'm a wuss. And on that topic, I mean, this is just a quick update. Quick update for anyone who's been following me, but there's some changes that I'm gonna be making to how I do things, and I don't know, it's kind of tied to the type of games that I'm playing, and part of the struggle I'm dealing with is I'm having a hard time finding games that I want to record now. I have a couple, and I might even return to some previously recorded stuff, but I don't know. I'm saving that topic for another video. But right now I'm creatively struggling, and I'm heavily judging myself and my commentary when it comes to trying to be the type of Let's Play channel that I grew up with in 2014, trying to be that type of content creator in this market. I don't know what other word to use. It doesn't yield results in a lot of ways, not unless you're one of the OGs. But I could be pleasantly surprised and wrong. I don't know. I know it's a lot of it is in favor of streamers right now, and I tried, okay, so like I have never streamed anything, but I tried like fake streaming, so to speak, with playing Donkey Kong Bonanza on my extras channel. Yeah, that was taxing. I don't really want to do that again. Episodic, the way I've been doing things normally, kind of how I want to do things from now on. Kind of have other plans for the extras channel, more or less. I tried recording Hollow Knight for my extras channel, and then I something clicked in my head where I'm like, no, I can't record every single game that I want to play. I can't. It ruins the moment and the immersion, and that in turn ruins the commentary. So that's kind of, I'm kind of just spilling the beans in terms of what my video talking about what I'm going through is talking about, but I don't know. I'm soul searching right now, and it's a struggle. I'm trying to figure out, do I want to be a content creator? Do I want to be a I have way too many things that I want to do, things I want to be, and honestly, I'm probably gonna cut a lot of that out, actually, because it's best not to tell everyone all the things that you like to do, because the more things you tell other people, the more they doubt you, and then if you start talking about stuff and it never comes to fruition, then people are just gonna remember that, and they're just people suck, people suck. Sometimes other human beings just suck. I don't know how else to put it. Let me know if you relate to the whole, soul searching, thing, where things that you like to do just aren't hitting the same. But honestly, I'd say hang on to those things. Hang on to the stuff that you used to like to do, because right now, I'm telling you, the void thing that I've been talking about is just hitting in a way that is just not good for anybody. And it's making me think that I want to quit stuff when I actually don't. It's bringing out the inner critic, but times like 50. So just be wary of that. If you're struggling right now and you're just like, let's say you're an artist or whatever, and you're just like, man, these drawings are just like straight up suck. Like, I'm a fraud or whatever. It's like, give it a few weeks. I'd say, I don't know. My advice is to just hang on as best as you can, push through, because I can't tell you how often my mind says that I want to quit doing YouTube, but then like there's like another day where I'm like watching my stuff and I'm like, man, I think I'm really funny. I think that what I'm doing is really good, right? And I don't think about that stuff every day. That's like an occasional rarity, but you really do gotta ignore that critic and just keep pushing. That's what I'm trying to do right now, and show up for yourself when you can. Okay, something's happening. I did something. More stuff's breaking. Heck, I'd say maybe even try and be like, if old stuff isn't hitting the same, maybe try something new. Don't like straight up throw away what you used to know. Just like add what you're what is hitting me? I don't know what's hitting. Add what you're trying to do on top of what you normally do. Who knows? You might surprise yourself. I'm actually experimenting with something I've never done before. I'm seeing how that goes. I mean, I've yet to have any results. I'm in the beginning stages, but I am trying something new. I have no idea how it's gonna go. I'm out of missiles. I need missiles. Where do I get missiles? Wait, another thing I'll say: if you got a tad bit of intuition in you, even just a smidge, you got a little voice in you telling you that you should try something, do something. It's more right than you know. Gotta listen to it. And my intuition's been telling me to rest lately, so that's been my week for the most part. Especially since I didn't really feel good today. So I decided to take it easy. But I decided to show up in some form today anyways, because I'm stubborn. There was actually funny, there's a lot of missiles here. There was a motivational video that was catered to like YouTubers and streamers, you know, the type of Let's Player that I am or whatever. But it was almost it was like meant to be motivating, but it was also highly demotivating because it showed me how much I'm not doing. It almost gave me the impression that like I don't want it enough. And it might be true, but that's the type of week I had. That's the type of week I had this week, where I'm like, man, do I actually want this enough? The answer may be no, but it doesn't always have to stay that way. You can always change. You can always figure things out. And right now, I sort of have a plan of action on how to do it better, do what I do better. But at the same time, I also have a lot of other things that I like to do as well. And you know, I'm really struggling to strike a balance. Balance is crazy for me right now. Prioritizing the channel, prioritizing did all of the pillars start over? Are you joking? All of the pillars reset. Oh my god. They're gonna require me to have a specific amount of missiles that I might not have. Okay, I don't know if I have enough missiles. Right, balance. Life is a crazy juggling act. You got work, life, family, friends, social activities, if you got time for that, and then you gotta find time for hobbies and dreams. But we often, you know, neglect our hobbies and dreams in favor for the other stuff, and we tend to forget who we are in the meantime. You know, that's when our inner child gets neglected, and you know, that's something we gotta watch out for. Again, theme of the video: pocket of peace. Very essential. 10 minutes a day of writing something, reading something, making something. Oh my god, this guy just wasted 2 of my minutes. Stuff like that. But yes, maintaining balance is essential, but make sure you get, you know, all of it balanced. Yeah, there may be sacrifices involved, but the days add up. The days do add up. You can't neglect collect everything forever. Really trying to figure out the tone of this video, man. I'm so sorry if I'm like bringing people down. I'm just speaking outwardly, speaking my mind, and hoping it resonates with somebody. Also trying to find my place in some you know, spiritual, inspirational speaker, so to speak. I don't know if I'm doing a good job, but I'm practicing that right now. I'm trying to find my place in that regard. No idea if it's working or not. Another one of my experiments, you know? Another one of those things that I'm trying. Oh, I need a grapple. I need a grapple. I don't have a grapple though. That makes me sad. So tell me in the comments what you think your little pocket of peace is gonna be, and I'm gonna set you straight. Okay, listen. I know you're watching this on YouTube. Watching YouTube Shorts, no matter how much you love it, that is not a pocket of peace. That is a pocket of brain-melting, brain-numbing bullcrap. Okay, look, I find stuff funny on YouTube / TikTok. Okay, I mean, I don't watch TikTok, but you know, YouTube Shorts is pretty much the same thing. Funny stuff's on there all the time, I get it, but like 2 out of the 10 things that you see are like funny and memorable, and everything else is just whatever. I mean, watching your favorite content creators, that can be a little fun thing, as long as it's not in short form and you actually like pay attention to it. That's one thing. Watching a movie with your family or friends, or even by yourself, just like something meaningful, something peaceful. Emphasis on the word peace. Finding a good game to sit down and play. I mean, if you need a recommendation of what games to play, I cannot stop recommending Expedition 33. I will forever recommend that game till the end of time. It is literally my number 3 most loved video game of all time. I can't wait to play that again around winter time. If you need a really good story game to get into, please, dear Lord, play that game. I hear Silksong's pretty good. I've only played the first couple hours. Oh geez, no. Coronavirus, no. Only played the first couple hours of the first Hollow Knight. What is this? From what I can tell, Hollow Knight's a good game. Silksong just came out. Wave Buster acquired. What? Super missiles? Super pooper scooper missiles? No, probably requires 5 missiles to shoot. Ow, my cankles. More pockets of peace. Let me see. Reading's always a good option. I'm not the greatest reader, and I'm actually finding out kind of why I've never been a great reader. I mean, aside from me always, you know, preferring video games and cartoons, I feel like I'm starting to notice I have dyslexia. Reading has always been a challenge my whole life, and it's not because I don't want to read. It's because it's just I struggle. It is a massive struggle for me to read, and I think I'm discovering that I have dyslexia. I definitely have dyscalculia. I've learned that at work. Holy crap. There's so many numbers I get mixed up at work. Reading's very good. I've actually been, it's not, you know, reading in the traditional sense, but I've been reading Twilight Princess mangas. Definitely a good read. I think I literally have every Zelda manga in existence right now. Pretty cool stuff. Twilight Princess is definitely one of the best adaptations I've ever seen of a Zelda book, of a Zelda game, whatever. So that's my recommendation. And as always, make time for friends. I just invited one of my friends over. We were just playing some Dragon Ball. He doesn't have access to Dragon Ball Sparking Zero at the moment, so I let him play the new DLC characters because, you know, the Daima stuff just came out, and you know, I invited him over because I wanted us to hang out, and that's what I did this weekend. Make time for friends. Make good time for friends. Always important. What the? Yo, that was sick. That was sick. Oh my god, that was amazing. Did not do enough though. It did not do enough. I depleted all my missiles. Okay, Hive's gone. One thing I can't stress enough of is if you're like addicted to social media and whatnot, it's gonna be a struggle. I'm letting it go piece by piece in a lot of ways. I'm actually way beyond where most people are in this way, but you know, it still catches up to me here and there. But boredom is your best friend. If you are a creative, boredom is your best friend. I mean, honestly, remember, I want you to remember when you were a little kid and you went to like school and stuff, or if you are if you are a kid when you're like in your teens or whatever. Well, honestly, teens kind of have smartphones now, so that analogy doesn't exactly work. Let's just say, as a kid, I remember, and I didn't get my first smartphone until I literally graduated. So this is this is something that I like. The social media addiction did not start until I was 18, and that was 5 years ago. But one thing I definitely remember is that I was far more creative in the boredom of not having internet, full internet access. So that's just something you gotta keep in mind. If you're wondering why you're not feeling all that creative lately, and you're busy scrolling on stuff, I mean, like, I cannot stress this enough, how bad scrolling really is for you. Boredom is your best friend. It 100% is your best friend. I have had my most productive weeks when I am not touching any of that stuff. So I just want to make that clear. If you're feeling, you know, lost and stuff, maybe just put the phone down. Heck, put me away. I mean, I'd be surprised if you're listening at this point, because I've ran out of stuff to talk about. I'm rambling. If you're still listening, you know, you're awesome and stuff, but like, just put me away. Pick this up later. I don't know how much longer this video is going to go. This might be where the video ends, but just put it down. Put it down. Just like, I hear 30 minutes of pure silence is all it takes to reset like everything. 30 minutes of just doing nothing and silence is enough for like the creative juices to start kicking in. I think that's pretty true. I've experimented with that here and there. Around the 30-minute mark is when your brain starts to find other things to do. So seriously, give it a try. I'm like trying to cram like 40 different philosophies into one video, and it's crazy. I am not going the right direction at all. I told you, my navigation skills, buns. Garbanzo. Oh, I remember this area. Ah, the Reaper plants of death. Man, this takes me back. I remember recording my Metroid Prime episodes, and I made it to this part. I made some funny edits here. Big brain. Recurring self-made meme that I've been dropping here and there in a couple videos. But for anyone who's like worried about my mental or whatever, because I do sound very concerning when it comes to how things have been going for me. Things are going good. I'm just in a creative void right now. So right now I'm just in a bit of soul searching is all. That's all it really comes down to. I mean, yes, you can clearly call it burnout. What content creator doesn't go through burnout? But no, things are good. I might end up restructuring, or not might. I am going to be restructuring how I do things. But I think this is a good place to stop at. I know I threw like 10 different philosophical fortune cookie sayings or whatever in here. But all in all, if it brings you joy, it's not a waste of time. Don't feel guilty about doing it. In these trying times, you got to find happiness where you can. Don't be guilty that you're happy when the rest of the world might not be. And I mean, even in your household, you know, you could be living with people who aren't happy. That you shouldn't let that affect your happiness either. That's something I've struggled with too. You know, somebody could be having a bad day, and I'm like, oh well, then I guess I probably shouldn't have a good day, or else it might tick them off or whatever. And yeah, that might happen, but that's a them problem, not a you problem. So if you're able to find joy, hold on to it, because joy is not a common commodity anymore. It's just not. So when you do it, hold on to it and cherish it and really mean it. Don't be guilty for being happy. That's the most ridiculous thing when you say it out loud. Yet that's something I've been really struggling with like a good majority of my life. And that might be tied to certain people that used to be in my life. I don't know. But I'm getting way too deep. I'm getting way too deep here. But all in all, I send you my love. I really, truly appreciate anybody who watches me for any reason, because let's be honest, this channel has no theme. It's a very spontaneous channel where literally anything could happen. I could be doing anything, and that's another thing I've been struggling with, is trying to find a theme and a flow. I don't know if I'll ever find one. It is what it is. But if you watch me anyways, I appreciate you very much. Hang in there, and please stay safe. Stay safe out there. Who else will I hang out with? You know? If you don't stay safe out there, I need you to come back. I mean, not for the views, but just so I can have real people to talk to. Many blessings to you all, and I hope you have a good day or night, depending on what time of day it is for you. And I really hope you find that spark of happiness, spark of joy, spark of creativity, whatever it is. If you find it, hold on to it and don't let go. I'll catch you guys later.